Global investors, meanwhile, bracing for greater volatility as tensions in West Asia mount and pressure on oil shipping and infrastructure grows. As a result, oil prices surged above $115 per barrel for the first time since 2022 when Russia invaded Ukraine, and Wall Street stock futures crashed. At the open on Monday, U.S. crude surged 22% to as high as $111.24 a barrel, after it added a record 36% last week. The West Texas crude has now nearly doubled from its December low. Benchmark Brent crude also soared above $115. Prices cooled later to just over $100. In a Truth Social post, U.S. President Donald Trump dismissed the war-related spike in oil prices as a small price to pay for removing the threat of Iran's nuclear program. He noted short-term oil prices, which will drop rapidly when the destruction of the Iran nuclear threat is over, is a very small price to pay for the U.S. and world safety and peace. Only fools would think differently, quote unquote. That is what was said. Meanwhile, major producers in West Asia have already reduced output. The UAE, Kuwait, Iraq have already curbed output as the Strait of Hormuz storage fills up with nowhere to go. Storage centers are also fast approaching capacity there as the Iran war enters the second week now. The chief executive officer at Roundhill Financial has said, quoting, "This is no longer just about Hormuz being effectively shut. It is about supply disruption spreading deeper into the region." He added, "That is the kind of shift that can push already nervous investors to take more risk off the table," quote unquote. The bleeding in stocks extended with Wall Street equity futures crashing at open on Monday. The dollar gained broadly against most of its major peers. Bitcoin crashed below $66,000, extending the rout. Selling swept across regions and asset classes last week as the geopolitical flare-up added fresh stress to the markets that are already under pressure from AI disruptions. The chief market strategist at Jones Trading said, quoting, "The worst is yet to come in the stock market reaction. I would expect more of a risk-off mood until we get some tangible positive news," quote unquote. Whether driving, flying, or just trying to heat homes, consumers worldwide are fast feeling the effects of the widening Iran war. The prices of gasoline, diesel, and jet fuel have soared as the conflict rages, with Trump pressing for Iran's complete capitulation. Analysts predict that prices will rise sharply, adding fire to inflation fears. And bets on prediction market platform also showing oil could surge as high as $147 a barrel this year.
بالایشگاه